Hi there! This is the newly launched Vivo T4 5G, a phone where the battery just isn't willing to die. And it's because it comes with a mammoth 7300 mAh battery. Now the assumption would be with such a big battery, the phone would be a lot more heavier and thicker. But let me surprise you, it's actually thinner and lighter than most phones currently in the market, which is absolutely crazy. Apart from that, it's a solid mid-range phone with good cameras and starts at just 21,999. Of course, it does have its share of shortcomings. We'll talk about everything in detail, the good, the not so good, so you can decide if you should buy the Vivo T4 5G or not. Let's start with a quick unboxing. So here is the retail packaging, Vivo T4 5G written in bold. This is an 8GB RAM, 128GB storage variant in emerald blaze color. Let's open it up. Right on the top is the phone itself. Then we get a transparent TPU case. The quality is pretty good. Then we have some paperwork that no one ever reads, a USB-C charging cable, a SIM ejector pin, and a 90-watt charging adapter. Alright, let's have a quick look at the build and design. So here it is. Vivo calls this emerald blaze, which looks kind of greenish blue, depending on the way the light hits it. The back is made of polycarbonate, comes with a glossy finish, and it does attract some fingerprint or smudges, but overall still looks very clean. It's just 7.9 mm thin and weighs under 200 grams, 199 to be exact, which is an amazing engineering feat considering it houses a huge 7300 mAh battery in here. It feels like just another smartphone with a 5000 mAh battery. Now, how have they actually pulled this off? Well, the T4 comes with a silicon carbon battery, which has a smaller footprint compared to lithium-ion batteries that we've been seeing before. Now, they also have a longer lifespan, meaning they can be charged and discharged more times before degradation. But eventually, it's all about the experience. And I can tell you, I just couldn't kill the battery in one day, even with very heavy use. I think that James Bond movie, Die Another Day, that would be a perfect title for this review. This phone lasted me a day and a half without any problem. In fact, for light to medium users, you would easily get 2 days. It's almost unbelievable. Best part, Vivo also clubs along a 90-watt fast charger in the box that charges the phone 50% in 33 minutes and full charge in 65 minutes. I think this is absolutely fabulous. By the way, this also comes with a 7.5-watt reverse charging, which is ideal to charge your TWS earbuds or even any other smartphone that's battery is about to die. It's always handy. Vivo has truly nailed it in the battery department. Coming back, on the top, we have a dual camera setup with flash, 50-megapixel Sony IMX882 sensor with OIS, and a 2-megapixel depth sensor for portraits. Talking about the buttons and ports, we have the power volume rockers on the side. Then at the bottom is the single down-firing speaker, a microphone, USB-C port, and a SIM tray that can house dual 5G nano SIM cards. Now, there's no support for SD card expansion, so go for the higher storage variant if possible. Trust me, storage fills up faster than you think. Alright, let's talk about the cameras. So here are some images shot on the rear 50-megapixel primary Sony sensor. And one thing I can assure you is Vivo tunes their cameras extremely well. The images look really good, crisp, clear, and very eye-catchy. The dynamic range is also really impressive. You can see the details in the shadows as well. Colors are tuned to look more natural and less vivid than usual, which I really like. Here are some portrait shots. They're just amazing. Vivo's portrait photography is well known, and the T4 doesn't let you down. Then here are some images shot at 2x. This is optical zoom, and the clarity is well maintained. Then there is also super moon mode where you can actually capture the image of the moon. I think this is really cool. Fun or gimmick, that's for you to decide. Then here are some shots taken in low light. Night images are impressive too. Surprisingly good for a phone at this price range. Then here's a 4K 30fps video shot handheld. And thanks to OIS, stability is pretty good. It maintains all the details and the clarity. You're gonna love shooting videos with this phone. Then here are some images shot from the front, 32-megapixel sensor, excellent skin tones, impressive clarity. Overall, it gives you a very balanced image. Here are some shots in low light, also pretty good. Here are some portrait shots, very crisp, sharp, with good edge detection. Hi there! So here's a video recording from the front camera of the Vivo T4 5G, and very happy to share that you can record 4K 30fps from the front camera, which is really nice. It's also so stable, it's so clear. Content creators are absolutely going to love this. So nice and so amazing to record 4K video from the front camera. Also, the audio that you're hearing right now is being recorded from the mics of this phone. Now the good thing is that the primary camera is genuinely impressive, both in day and low light scenarios. But I truly miss that this phone doesn't have an ultra wide. That's something you have to keep in mind. But the saving grace for me is that it supports 4K 30 FPS video recording on both front and rear cameras, which makes it ideal for someone who's thinking to make content using a smartphone. Good job there. Alright, let's talk about the display. So we get a 6.77-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 2392 by 1080 pixels. Super impressive color reproduction with perfect deep blacks. This is a quad curved display which makes it a delight to use, especially while swiping from the sides. Feels extremely seamless. Vivo claims 5000 nits of peak brightness. We tested it outdoors as well, and I must say, it's wow. Crisp, clear and bright. Easily usable outdoors on a bright sunny day. Then right on the top is a punch hole notch housing the 32 megapixel front selfie camera. At the bottom is an in-display fingerprint scanner which assists to unlock the phone, and it does a pretty good job. Snappy and responsive. However, I'm tired of saying this. Most phones are placing their fingerprint scanner so low that you have to actually extend your thumb to reach it. But probably you'll get used to it. Then watching movies and videos is super duper fun. Curved display, the content goes edge to edge and looks absolutely seamless. It's bright, crisp and vivid. Then we also tested the YouTube app. Firstly, glad to see HDR support here. Then 4K 60 FPS videos play without any lag or stutter. Looks absolutely stunning. You're gonna be watching a lot of content on YouTube, I promise. It looks so good. Coming to the audio. Well, sadly, the vivo T4 5G comes with only one downfiring speaker, but still, let's see how it sounds.
You guys are going to hell.
Get out of there!
Frankly, the speaker sounds really good. But being a single speaker, it doesn't have that punch. It gets loud, it's also very clear, but the dual stereo speakers ka maza hi kuch aur hota hai, and that's missing here. I wish they used the earpiece as a secondary speaker, but sadly no. This surely is one of the cons of the T4. Alright, let's have a quick look at the OS and user experience. Well, the first thing that instantly grabs my attention is the super smooth 120Hz refresh rate. Vivo has really optimized it very well. Everything flows like silk. As you further dive into the settings, you can see it's running Android 15 out of the box. Vivo promises 2 years of Android updates and 3 years of software patches, which I think is pretty decent. Then it's running FunTouch OS 15. It's overall pretty clean, very much like stock Android, but with lots and lots of bloatware apps. Yes, that's one thing you'll have to bear with, including hot apps and hot games. So what you're going to do is go inside the settings here and just disable hot apps and hot games. There you go. Now, when you go into the app drawer, hot apps and hot games are gone. So overall really nice. Apart from that, yes, there are some unwanted apps, but the good thing is you can delete most of the ones that you don't need. There you go. Simple and easy. Overall, user experience is really nice, smooth and super fun to use. Alright, coming to the performance. So the vivo T4 5G is powered by the Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 chipset, which is a tried and tested reliable chipset. It can handle all your day-to-day tasks from medium to heavy without any hiccups. The unit we have came with 8GB LPDDR4X RAM with support for 8GB virtual RAM expansion, giving a total of 16GB RAM on board. It helps launch apps almost instantly. Multitasking between them is super responsive, very smooth, and most recently used apps are still in memory. Check that out. It's so helpful in day-to-day use. Then we also ran the Antutu benchmark and it scored an exact 8 lakh, which I think is pretty decent. Then it comes with 128GB storage with storage type UFS 2.2. We ran the speed test for that as well, and it scored 975 MB read and 798 MB write. It's not the best, but still workable. Alright, let's talk about gaming. So we played everyone's favorite BGMI. Also first, make sure to enable the performance mode from the gaming menu. This will truly enhance your gaming experience. Now even though BGMI on the Vivo T4 maxes out at 60 FPS, it actually felt more fluid. The controls were super responsive and we didn't experience any lag. Maybe a few drop frames here and there, but almost negligible if you aren't looking closely. Also happy to share that the device didn't heat up while playing for long hours, which is really important for someone who loves to game. Also especially worth mentioning, this phone supports bypass charging. So for example, you're playing a game and the phone battery is running low and you put this to charge, it will bypass the charging directly to the chipset and not to the battery. What happens is the phone remains cool and the gaming experience remains really nice. Truly helpful for hardcore gamers. Alright, final thoughts. We'll start with the cons first. Well, first is there is no stereo speaker, and the second one is there's no ultra-wide sensor. Neither of them really affected my user experience in day-to-day use, but it might be important for you, so take the right decision accordingly. The pros, however, for me far outweigh the cons. Impressive primary camera, 4K video recording on front and rear cameras, you get super solid performance, amazing display, and out of the world battery life with 7300 capacity. I would definitely recommend this phone. The T4 is actually already on sale and starts at 21,999. I'll share the links of all its variants along with its color options below in the description. If you'd like to buy one, you should definitely check this one out. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.